All right, this thing right here is a waste of real estate and irrelevant. So we are going to do something about it. All right, so we got this little thing out of here. This is the ginormous piece of equipment. His sole job is to do a meaningless job of telling you the time on this stupid clock. Absolutely pointless piece of equipment, taking up valuable real estate. But we got a remedy for it. So I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be terribly difficult. But of course it probably will be. If this works out and you guys are interested in doing this, this is the thing I'm using. I'll throw a link in the badunky dink down below. But these things are cheap. They're like 15 bucks or so. And I think internally it's the right size to fit in here. It fits around the chrome bit, but my suspicion is, and this is made to go through a hole or into a gauge pod, but my suspicion is that inside this case the device can interchange. I'm going to combine the two things together, and I'm not sure why there's a switch on here. It's in the 8 position. There's an 8, 6, and a 4. So we're going to tear into this. If you're going to want to work on any of this dash, they come with these tiny little teeny screws that have the tiniest hex bit. You will not have one of those in your tool section. However, this kit right here, this Titan kit, this bit holder is the right size to take those little bolts out. So you want to get this. I think I grabbed it at AutoZone one day. Anyway, this little handle, this part, it fits those like 6 or 5 or whatever they are millimeter bits. They're tiny little nuts. But if you're going to be messing with this, I suggest grabbing one of these kits, because these little tiny screwdrivers are freaking cool. They always fit your stuff. I mean, you think you may have a small enough bit, and you might, but it's going to struggle with these little tiny Phillips heads and stuff. So having a little jeweler set up like this is kind of the jam. So now I want to figure out how to get this thing separated. I've already done something, but I got to finish figuring out how to disassemble Johnny 5 here. I want to get this case off of here. I'm pretty sure anything I'm going to do is going to be very destructive. So to answer your question, no, this won't just fit in the hole and then tighten up. It's too big. So if we slide it through the thing, it won't slide through the thing. If it would, you could just slide it through and tighten this up and it would be perfect, right? But it will not do that. The hole fits the outside of this, right? And this thing actually sits outside of that. So it's too big. But I'm thinking that the internal part is small enough to do something like that. So that's why I'm angling towards getting this thing separated. All right, I got apparatus for violence, and I think, there we go. separated it. Now we got ourselves a the device right here. That looks a lot more manageable. That's getting a lot closer to being able to work. So in that, there's also a lens. Probably can pop out of there. If it doesn't, yeah, it's broken. I broke it when I removed it. But we can take care of that. So I want to put this piece of equipment inside of here. Like so. The next thing I have to do is get into this. And it definitely was not built with that in mind. Well, that just broke off. Oh my God. These little tabs are completely screwed, so yeah, they all just fell off. This old plastic is brittle as hell. But look at that shit, man. It just broke right on the side. Oh, okay, that's going to work though. The part I need is this part, because this is all clock junk. This has the mounting feet on it and the chrome ring. That's already a wiener right there, man. Look at that. That's going to work good. Yeah, that's going to work really good. So technically all I've got to do is like glue this thing in and install it and then power it up. Now we just need to find that glue for the gluing of the thing. Now this is going to be really damn bright because it was meant to go behind this tinted cover, and so it's probably going to be pretty bright. I may need to address that. I may still be able to salvage this. I don't think so though, because the lens is like made into this plastic, and just getting the plastic part off of this without continuing to snap off the lens here. Yeah, this is very well made, but it was not made to be disassembled. This whole plastic piece fits around this lip right here. So there's literally no good way to take this off. It's all destructive. And I still got to figure out what this 864 switch is for. Not sure about that. And I have to come up with a gluing process. I'm also going to need to come up with a tinting process. Just a little bit of tint inside that will work fine. All right, look at that.
Hey. Videoing? Sorry.
So I managed to carefully remove that. So this thing here, the back piece of this, can separate from this front ring. And if you can manage to do that without tearing things up, you can separate these two parts. But even though this was broken and it's only part of the lens, since this hole is smaller, when I put it behind there, it actually works perfectly. I wouldn't have been able to use the whole lens anyway. I would have had to have cut it down, and now with it broken off, it's literally the exact right size. Very cool. So that can go in. Then this can go in, and I'll end up with basically blackout until it turns on, and then you'll be able to see it. So now we just got to do some adhesing. That's how that works.
Or so we're told. Constantly, from birth, honesty is the best policy. The truth shall set you free. I chopped down the cherry tree. Whatever. I'm waiting for a dreamy.
I'm avoiding Burke.
Why are you avoiding Burke?
He thinks I moved in with him.
Why are you waiting?
Dreamy's doing me a favor. Burke thinks you moved him.
You're calling him McDreamy again?
The fact is, lying is a necessity. Thank you for doing this. With the needles and the blood. They won't accept her without a full family history.
I'm happy to get your mom in the clinical trial. Even with the needles and blood.
Epoxy.
All done. Was it?
We lie to ourselves because the truth freaking hurts. Feels good. Burke thinks you moved in with him. What does that mean?
Look, it's not important. You're calling Derek McDreamy again. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, it's upside down right now. It should say 20.1. But I can see bubbles in there. But it's still, I think that's going to work really good. Just got to let this thing finish setting up. I was really concerned about using this epoxy. But it seems to be working. Stuff has a long set time though. Has a long working time. It's not perfect. And it looks worse in video than it does in person. In person, most of that blue glow is actually black looking. So it looks pretty good. Let me see if I can get a better shot. Yeah, that's with the light off. It still looks more blue than black on camera, but you get a better shot. I like it. All right, guys, we have our voltage gauge installed, and it's tracking. It doesn't flicker like that in person. It looks static. So, but yeah, it works with the reverator. When I rev her up, she jumps up a little bit. So everything is working as it should be. And we got a nice, useful device in a spot that was basically a completely wasted space. Now I got some tuning to do in this thing. So that's going to be in the next video. But I wanted to bring you guys along for at least some of this, so you can see how we did it and how we got something useful in the car. Cool, right?